Hello everyone, this is Mr. Sewell here, and I'm going to be your Earth Science teacher this semester. Being that this is a new semester and we're using a new student interface system called Canvas, I wanted to take just a few minutes to kind of give an introductory video, not only to the course, but to Canvas itself, so that hopefully it'll answer a lot of questions for you. This is the course website. Of course, you'll be signed up on that. We'll help you get logged on. And this is your introductory video. And if you'll notice over here on the left-hand side, you've got a host of different types of links that you can click. And we'll go through those in just a minute. But the first thing that I want you to notice, this is the home page. This is the page that will always come up when you go to my Earth Science website. And one of the things that it'll talk about is how to, what the course is about, but then how to get in touch with me. One of the most important things that you can do is sign up for this Remind Texting. And this will allow us to communicate with each other outside of school hours if you have questions. And so if you'll follow the directions right there, it'll put your name and phone number into a class. I don't share it with anybody, and I really don't see the numbers anyway. All I know is I get a message from you, or when I send you a message, you'll get a message from me. Anyway, it allows us to communicate. That's the best way to get in touch with me in case you ever have a question. If you will follow that, those directions, that'll help you out. Now, the next thing that you'll need to know is this thing called modules. Modules is kind of like chapters in a book. And so when you get started with the course, if you'll click on modules, it'll take you to the modules that are, or the chapters, whatever you want to call them here. We call them modules, and that's because that's what the program calls them. And they're outlined, I've got them outlined by units here. My first unit is Introduction to Earth Science. And so it's going to ask, what do we do first? And the information here is presented for you. And the first thing that I want you to do, let me move me out of the way a little bit, is to complete this parent contact information form. Now, I want you to go home and do this with your parents. Parents, this is a form that I use to collect information. It's for me only. I don't share it with anybody. And that's just in case if I need to get in touch with you if there's any issues with your child. Now, your child will not be allowed to proceed in the course until this information is collected. That's how important it is to me, so that I have some type of way to communicate with you. And it's not difficult to, and it won't take a long time to fill this out, but it's today's date, the name of the student, parent's name, an email, and a phone number, and best time to get in touch with you. And then there's a preferred method of contact. And then if there's a second guardian, maybe because of split homes or whatever, a grandparent or whatever, whoever you want to put in there. Big thing is a lot of parents forget to click the submit button when you're done with when you're done filling out the form. So make sure that you do that. Once you're done with that, you can go on to the next page, which is lab safety. Now, lab safety is paramount in a science class because we're going to be exposed to quite a different variety of activities as well as equipment. And so the contract here basically goes through the lab safety rules that I expect you to follow. And each one of these lab safety rules you're to read, and you're to click on the choices. I either will follow this or I will not follow this. And that lets me know if I can trust you in a lab situation. And at the end it says I have read all the lab safety rules and I agree to follow them, or I do not agree to follow them. And so those are the two things that you are to do first. And as we go through the course, I will outline, I'll show you how to utilize the Canvas system a lot more. But you can click on syllabus to see all my grading procedures and policies, how the class is organized. Quizzes will give you a kind of an outline view of all the different quizzes that I have set up for the course. You can see I don't have very many set up right now. The pages are all the different pages that I'm in the process of building. And if let me view all pages. And you can see it's just a way to see all the different pages It's a different form of view, but really the modules is what you want to do, because I've kind of structured the class so that you go from one page to the next within that particular module or chapter, however you want to describe it. And so we'll go from Unit 1 to Unit 2, and so on and so on. And inside these units, there'll be some quizzes that you'll be taking, and eventually you'll come to a test. Now, the test is not in view right now because I haven't done something called publishing it, which means you can't see it. But this is the course and how it's laid out at this point in time. And so if you ever have any questions, all you have to do is tell me what unit you're in and what page you're on, and then I can usually help you with that. But whenever you do something in the class, like example, there's an assignment called Finding the Variables, and it says, here's your assignment. You're going to download it, and once you start the assignment, when you finish the assignment, you have a place where you can submit it. So it's kind of similar to the haiku that you're used to using from middle school, but in this case, you'll be submitting it into a Canvas situation. And you can link it to your Google Drive, and most of the files that I'm creating are going to be Google Drive files. And so you can submit a PDF, you can submit a Word document or a Google Drive, or a whole variety of different things. But anyway, it's a little different. It's going to take you a little while to get used to this, but I think you'll like it once you get done. But anyway, I look forward to working with you, and I hope that you're looking forward to the course. We'll be doing a variety of different things in the class, and I think you'll end up having a lot of fun in the class, and you'll learn quite a bit as well. All right. If you ever have any questions, always let me know. See you in class.